What up, what up? This is So G. Back on the top, back into the video. So the title of this video is going to be 18-hour fasting challenge, day 7. So admin notes, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Give you leverage to better yourselves. I know the acoustics in this bathroom is actually kind of echoey a little bit, so my bad. Once again, it was a busy day today, so try to knock this video out before I go ahead and clock out for the night. Day 7, not too bad. Didn't eat too crazy. I did not get to the point where I actually was able to get a salad and the fruit. No, I'm sorry. I did get fruit. I actually did. Yeah, I ate some fruit, a lot of fruit actually. But as far as like getting the salad, well, I wasn't able to get the salad. So I had some protein and some other stuff. Not really trying to break down too much of what I eat to a certain degree, because I don't want anybody to be on a particular food regimen, because this experiment for the most part is basically catered to fasting for 18 hours, eating for 6, but eating for 6 for what you want. Now, what I mentioned a video previously, I said I was going to try to restrict what I was eating, as far as, trying to eat a lot more cleaner, is that proper English? A lot more, maybe. But you have to excuse me. Y'all from Norfolk, so even though I spent 20 years in the military and I took speech classes and some other things for me to publicly speak, because being a non-commissioned officer, you had to be able to to talk and articulate yourself well. Well, after a couple of after a couple of incidents in Afghanistan and Iraq, and getting my head banged a little bit, whatever, and I'm saying, like, it's kind of crazy. And then since I've been out for so long, the Norfolk is coming back in me, so y'all have to forgive me. But yeah, I mean, so like I said, this experiment for the most part is not intentionally eating like trash, but not caring what you eat for the 6 hours you do eat, but intentionally fasting for the 18 hours, right? And my theory, my hypothesis, right, when it comes to this is that even though I may not restrict what I eat those 6 hours, for me to do this for a whole 30 days and literally don't eat for 18 hours and only eat for 6 every 24 hours, the weight is gonna get lost. There's no way about it, because now to say I have a real grasp of how the body works to a certain degree, but it's calorie restriction. It really is, because what I'm doing is I'm not spreading out my calorie intake over a 24-hour period, because you really think about it during the day, so from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, what are you doing? You're constantly snacking. You probably have the full 3 meals that society tells you're supposed to have, right? As far as like having your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You might have a 4th meal. You never know. I know when I was in Afghanistan, I was eating 4 meals a day, combined, maybe for 3 months over a spread of 9 months, because I was there for 9 months. I say probably consistently for a spread of 3 months, and off and on for 3 months, I was eating 4 meals a day, because my work hours were, I was pulling 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. I did get a day off. You really don't get a day off in war, right? But I had a day where I didn't have to go into the office and I could stay in my barracks room. Those days I tried to do laundry. I tried to get my hair cut and some other stuff. But there were some days where my scheduled day off, a rocket would come in, or some other crazy mess would happen. Or I was in a helicopter unit, so stuff was going on all the time, right? So those days that I did not get to stay in, I had to go into the office and do the 12 to 14 hours. And the chow hall, the cafeteria for civilians, was constantly having food there, right? So I was getting my breakfast, I was getting my lunch, I was getting my dinner, and then they had midnight chow, which is like, I think started like 10 o'clock at night. So once I did my 14-hour shift, I'm going right to the deep, and I'm eating again. So that's 4 times a day.
Dad,
Yes, Ava.
My mommy needs her feet rubbed.
Oh, did she? Okay, all right. I'll be down in just a minute. Tap it in just a minute. Thank you. You know how to shut the door. Good. Thank you. It's my daughter. My bad. Yeah. So I'm eating 4 meals a day over a spread of 3 months, right? And I gained some weight over there. I'm not even gonna lie, because they had a crap pond that was near the airstrip, and I could not run. This is 2013, right? So I was still in the game as far as like running 6.5 minute miles. I was a beast still, but I couldn't do that in that war time because of the crap pond that was there and some other things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to run on an air base and get rocketed. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't safe. But anyways, not to belabor the topic on that particular issue, but as far as the calorie intake, I gave that example because I was taking in calories constantly during 24 hours, right? Not working out really. I mean, I was doing a whole bunch of weightlifting because we had a gym at the very bottom of the top that we stayed in. But outside of that, I was, I wasn't running. I wasn't doing cardio. I was just weightlifting, eating a whole bunch of food. So when I got back to the States, I had to, run it off. And I did for the most part, but then I gained it right back when I got out of the Army. But the body will adjust when it comes to calorie intake. So when you restrict your calories that you take in during a certain amount of hours during the day, your body cannot help but start to lose weight, especially if you're working out at the same time, doing cardio and sweating water weight off. So that's my hypothesis. I'm pretty sure that weight will be lost. And then, my thought process is go right into actually doing 3 days of eating nothing and just straight up just fasting and see how that goes. Well, we're going to take some water in, we're going to drink water. And I'm probably going to still drink some coffee because I'm telling you, because for my job, I have to be really focused, right? So, not having some type of stimulant because of how my sleep is might not be a good look for me. So, but like I said, I don't use cream or sugar with my coffee. So that shouldn't be too much of a big deal. But yeah, if you're rocking with me with this, keep rocking, keep pushing. This is day 7. We got a little ways to go. You know what I'm saying? But don't get demotivated. Don't fall off. It ain't nothing but a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not being restrictive. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as if you're doing it the way I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being restrictive with my food. I was going to attempt to do it this week, and I'm pretty sure I still will because it's not a big deal for me. I can eat a salad and fruit and be fine, right? Some folks doing a fast like this, the body might take too much of a little bit of more of a shock than what I would. So, like I said, you got to know your body, you got to know yourself. So I don't want anybody to hurt themselves or put themselves in a very uncomfortable situation when they're doing this fast. But if you're rocking with me, you're still doing it, you know what I'm saying? The thing is you're not eating for 18 hours. You're only eating for 6, but you can eat whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You can eat your fast food. You can eat your chips. You can eat your candy bar. Because, like I said, my theory is that as long as you restrict the calorie intake within a certain amount of hours during the day, I can't see you not losing weight. You know what I'm saying? So my suggestion is to keep rocking. If you're gonna rock with it, weigh yourself once a week. And take down the numbers and make sure that you understand, how the numbers are working when it comes to you doing this fast all the way up until October 30th, which is going to be the day that we stop. And I already took a picture of myself that I put in the community page of this channel. So go and check that out. Not to say I want y'all to see my body like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to show you the before result and the after result. And hopefully we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may not be too much of a big difference. But I did take a picture of the front, which I showed in the community part of this channel, and I also took a side view, which I have on my phone. So I'll post both of those on top of the other 2 that's going to happen on October 30th and show you what the result is. Like I said, my surmise is that my tire should be at least a little bit smaller than it is right now, but we'll see. That's the goal. All right. So you want me to discuss the topical subject that can benefit your channel? Email me at findingfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so, G. Signing out. I'm gone.